start taking biblically connected notes or Biblekasten, the first thing we need to do is download the Obsidian app. Of course, you could use a different app, but this video is focused on Obsidian. Thankfully, Obsidian has versions of its app for macOS, Windows, Linux, lots of variety there. So depending on what OS you're using, you'll need to download and install in the way that works with that OS. I've already downloaded the app, so I'm just going to go ahead and start up the application. And when you start up for the first time, you'll need to create a vault. Now, you need to give it a name. My main vault is called Second Brain because the Second Brain kind of people introduced me to this application. Once you've picked a name, you need to pick a location to save it in. Now, I recommend that you choose a cloud storage location because this will allow you to access these notes using a mobile phone or other applications, and you can save notes into there depending on what service you're using. And you could use it on your desktop at work or as well as at home if you have different computers for that. So I have a folder in my iCloud because that's what I use, which is called Obsidian, and I have a few vaults there. So I'm going to pick this location and then click Create. Now I've got my vault, it's saved in my cloud storage. I can save notes there, access my notes on any device. There is an Obsidian Sync service which costs $4 a month. It will be $8 a month in the future, so you may want to consider that, but you can always start like this and then upgrade if you want. Now that we've got Obsidian created and we've got our vault here, the next thing to do is to get the Bible. Now, I recommend that you use the version that Joshua created and put in the Obsidian forum because it's really well structured and laid out, and he's done a lot of the heavy lifting so that you can just use it as you wish. It's based on the web translation, but there are instructions here on how you can download it from Bible Gateway in a different translation. As I said before, consider the copyright implications of that. So just download it, and then once you've downloaded it, let me get up my files because I have it here in my Second Brain already. I need to go up a level to the Obsidian. Once you've downloaded it, you'll have his vault, Obsidian Study Bible. Study kit. And there are some great things here that you can look at, but what we want is the scripture. So just copy this and then go back to your vault and paste that in there. Take a little bit of time because there are quite a few files. It's 4.6 megabytes, and that's the advantage of using plain text. So that will start coming in and you'll see as it fills up here. And so, how are we doing? It's almost filled up. Then we can see that we get notes like this. So we have a folder for scripture, we have a folder for Genesis, and then we have a note in for Genesis 1. It's labeled Genesis. We've got Genesis here. We have the note, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, and we have each verse set up here. Now Joshua includes some custom CMS where you can get this to look slightly different than the standard and have the verse numbers appear alongside, but this is just for starting up. So now that we've got the Bible installed here, the next thing that I think we should do is one of the settings that I like, and that is to create a new location, an automatic location for new notes. Default location for new notes. So what we'll do is I'll make a folder, call it inbox, and then I'll set that up. Location, default location for new vaults, specified below, and it will be inbox. So that means whenever we create a new note, it will go into the inbox. The next thing that we probably want to do is create a home note. And this is like our starting point, our jumping off point. And depending on you and your interest, you'll want to put certain things in here. I like starting with my mission statement. I have a personal mission statement, which changes and updates a bit each year, but it's basically along these lines: to glorify God through creating, through learning, creating, and sharing. I'll keep the serial comma. So that's basically my mission statement. In everything I do, I try to glorify God, and those are like the three main activities that I use for glorifying God. Now, then I have some personal, some topics I'm interested in. So it says heading 2 again. So one of the topics I'm interested in is faith. You may want to put some other ones down here. Productivity is another one. I'm a marketer, so I'm interested in marketing. Let's capitalize that there. What else? I like creativity. It's another one. Learning is another one of my interests. So that's just an example. You can add some more depending on you and your interests, but you may also want to create links below this to, for example, faith. Let's actually Christianity. Let's be more specific because that's the interest that I have. So Christianity, and then we can create a new note here where we could have a link to the Bible. Do we have a Bible page? Bible? No, we don't. There's nothing like Bible. Let's create that. Have a link here. Bible. So I like having a link for the Bible page because sometimes when I'm reading something else, I'll link to it. So I know that this page will get created eventually. That'll be here. Now these, because these are big main pages, I'm going to move this one to the root directory. Christianity, I'm going to update the title. Give it a heading like this. And I will, always update. Move file to the main directory. And the Bible, I will also move you to the main directory. But you should be 011 because you fall under that category, probably. Now, there could be some issues with this one actually. Because sometimes this, and we could just call it Bible, something like that. I think that's right. Let's just give that preview, open that preview, metadata, alias Bible. Okay, so if I enter Bible, that will take me to that one too. So what I've done now is I've created an alias for this page of just Bible, because it's very unlikely that I'm going to remember the number exactly. And that means that I can link to it using the link for Bible. I'm going to do the same. Let me just copy that. I'm going to do the same for these ones, but obviously this will be Christianity. Let's do this one here. Let's call this one home. So that's a really good little trick to help make sure you got things like that. Let's move this one into the root directory. Okay, so now that we got this system set up and everything's in order, the next thing to do is start taking notes. That's what I'm going to do in the next video. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe now so that you'll get notified when that video comes out. If you've enjoyed this, please like and leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.